Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Here we go.
Now here's Vic. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Deion Jones, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Vic. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Now it's Peterson. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On first down, it's Gurley. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
On 2nd and 9, Vic dancing to his left. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Ready? Wait. Here we go. Let's go. No.
They'll run on first down. Sanders. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Tackle
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
It's a second down run with Sanders. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Just watch 88. Single. Mike,
To throw on third down. Vick, man open, it's Moss, complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll run with Sanders, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
Mike's 50.
Second down and goal. Vick rolling to his right. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. No score after one on EA Sports. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Here's Vick off the play fake for Sanders. Steps away. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
That's what I'm talking about. Please start. Woo! Yeah!
Jason Elam on for the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Vick now. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. That's the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor doing what he does best.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. On third down, Vick, flush to his right. Got a man, it's Randy Moss, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. On first down, Peyton. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, Peyton. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Check. So we got man. Mike's 59. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
A reminder coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. On play action, Vic. Able to find Walter. That's complete. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
When the spotlight is at its brightest, and let's face it, it's the Super Bowl, those types of plays come out, don't they?
Absolutely. A big-time catch on the biggest of stages.
Do you think that one's going to live on? We're going to see this for a long time.
Definitely going to live on forever with him, that's for sure.
No doubt.
They'll run on first down. Peyton. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Walter Payton, 38 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Elam, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and 11.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This one caught by Ridley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Operating from the gun, Vic. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Vick on second down. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Holt. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Here we go. Here we go. Go to bench. QB drop. Watch QB drop.
On third down, Vick out of the gun. Being chased out left. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Holt. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will find Ridley on the left side. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Elam's kick is good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Room here to run. There he goes, right side. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Get ready! Get ready! Get ready!
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on, Sam!
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. So after the run for a yard, here comes 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Randy Moss, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Switch. Wait. Undercrouch. Off.
From the gun, Vick. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney gets to him for a gigantic loss of 19 yards. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Push him back. That's it. Check Mike 45.
Operating from the gun. Vick. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
On the return is Peterson. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys to try and wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Vick incomplete. It was knocked away. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll throw again from their own end zone. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Holt. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's going to have the 1st down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And all the way down to the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. We know he's got the arm, but watch out for those wheels.
Kind of harkens back to guys they used to call the scrambler and the dodger. This guy can make it work with his legs.
Field opened up. He took advantage. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Gurley. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this third quarter of play.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Got a man. It's Randy Moss. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. They run. It's Gurley. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Sanders. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Elam able to put this one through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton, 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On first down, Peyton. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Check 15, check 15. Alert flare, flare. Alert 3.
From the gun, Vic. Forced out to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Pass caught at the 4. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Back to it after the pick six. Vic. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Snatched by the safety Ed Reed. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Elam on here for the PAT. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Next to score, Falcons 26, Steelers 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they will be backed up deep as they'll have to start the drive from the 6-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Throwing after the interception, Vick. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Defense, win check.
To try again after the sack. Vick steps away. Now Vick stripped. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Elam now to add the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Falcons 33,
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own...
And nothing but daylight ahead. And they are going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. Elam on here for the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Reed comes flying in from safety for the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Michael Vick. And the pressure gets to him again.
Get him, boys. Yeah, that's how we do, D.
back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and ain't my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yeah.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I got it come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the longtime Bronco, Jason Elam, to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Yellow, yellow. I've got yellow, yellow.
They'll run on first down. Peyton, 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
22-yard line.
Now a give, right side. Peyton. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Hey, Alpha. 52. Get it.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He'll drop this off to Peyton. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. 6-time Pro Bowler Calvin Johnson, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
Now a give, right side. Peyton, and this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Kill. 25, check 25.
Go. Snap.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Julius Peppers, yes, he still has it. Give him the sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong, you know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
On 1st down, Peyton. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on. When you think about big-time middle linebackers, you do think about the strength and the force that they play with, as we just saw there from Brian Urlacher. But what an athlete. Remember, he was a safety in college at the University of New Mexico.
And in the NFL Defensive Player of the Year back in 05, also Bears all-time leading tackler, almost 1,800 of them. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. On 3rd down, Peyton. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
26 months.
Protein spell.
You got block me. You got block me.
They'll run on 1st down. Peyton. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Hey, dude.
We're scoreless after 1.
Set. 18 Gator.
Pick it up.
Hey, exit.
26 months. You don't want none of that. Pick up the
Stop.
On 2nd and 1, Tannehill. And he slings one that's incomplete. Walter Payton, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
Elam's kick is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That's complete to his running back, Peyton. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 2nd down now, Peyton. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Check.
Let's get it. Let's go.
Now a give, right side. Peyton, and the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Mahomes going to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now a carry for Okoye. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. On first down, Peyton looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Hey, lock it.
On second down, Peyton. And the ball is knocked out. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he stopped immediately there. Brian Urlacher, the big middle linebacker, in on the stop.
I think what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Holt. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
Attack! 15!
They'll run on first down. Peyton. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Hey, 15.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Let's go.
That's another first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. They'll try the left side. Peyton. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 2nd and 15 now. Mahomes flush to his right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Hey, Ridley.
On 3rd down, Peyton, and they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Gonzalez puts this one through. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. This will be taken short. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. Here's Tannehill. Being chased out left. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Watch out for Hill on the return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell your guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. On 3rd down, Peyton. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And an alley to run. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Peyton. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. Mahomes takes it himself.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. On 1st down, Peyton. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. 14 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be taken very short, and he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Taylor. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Tannehill now to throw, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Let's go. Let's go.
1st down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try the left side. Peyton. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on third down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Hey, echo. Here I come. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. Let's go, defense. Our time.
Here's Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. This is Johnson, he's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Hey, Sam on. He's crossing. He's checking. Rock it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill sliding out of the pocket. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Evan Ingram, 49 yards, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On first down, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete here. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
To throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And it's complete to Kelsey. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
They'll run on first down. Peyton. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Mahomes now on the sneak. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
And this one is right down Broadway. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
The Bears take over first and 10. Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. On first down, Peyton. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
Now Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one is right through. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely to take the knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35. And here in overtime, If the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Let's go!
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Open to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. On third down, Peyton, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone, all right? You don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. They'll run on first down. Peyton, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 45-yard line.
Go on, Eddie!
I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you.
Hey, 43, 15.
Undercut.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And an alley to run. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Looking to throw again on second down. Tannehill. Buying time to his left. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw, Tannehill. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
26 Mike, 26 Mike.
Back to the air, Tannehill on second down. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Snatched by the safety Ed Reed. And that's how this one ends in dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Join the discussion on Twitter at EA Sports_MUT. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.